Welcome to the Missouri Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/Missouri. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Avila University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I really enjoy and really appreciate everyone taking the time to meet with us today, and a little bit about Avila University. So we are a four-year private university, and let me just share my screen really quickly. All right. So Avila University, a little bit background information on that. It's a four-year private university located on Warnell here in KC, Missouri. And a little bit about me to begin with. My name is Ari, and I am one of the admissions representatives here at Avila University. One of the ones you'll be working with once you start your admissions process here at Avila. Like I mentioned before, we are a small four-year private university. I did graduate from Avila University in 2019 with my bachelor's in business administration. So if anyone has any questions about, campus life, about the bachelor's in business, relationships with staff, professors, anything like that, please feel free to, send us a question in our chat, and we would be more than happy to answer that for you. Some of the really nice things that I loved about Avila while a student here is that one-on-one attention that we got from our professors. So I really felt like professors here at Avila cared about you. Really felt like, I was heard every time I was, faced with a challenge in a class or anything like that. There was always someone there who was a support system for me. So I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of opportunities, just like all my classmates and my friends. There's a lot of opportunities for us to grow, not only academically, but like professionally, personally. So those are just one of the many perks that you'll have here at Avila. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. A little bit about Avila. Our mission, we are founded by the Sisters of St. Joseph Condolet, and our mission is built into our curriculum, which is preparing lifelong learners who make meaningful contributions to the global community. We are an all-inclusive, all-faith campus, so we welcome students from all types of backgrounds, religious beliefs, cultures. So we really like to make sure that everyone feels heard and feels included. We have a lot of different academic majors and minors available for students. So some of our, you might be able to see this, it might be too small on the screen, but some of our most popular ones are nursing, business administration, computer science. We also have a lot of like English literature. Education is really popular as well. So if you don't see something here that interests you, definitely let us know, and we can, talk more about that. Some general requirements for admissions here at Avila. We do require a 2.5 GPA with a 20 ACT score. And after that, our application is free for you to use to apply. After that, you would just send in your transcripts, your ACT scores directly from your school. And then making sure that you file for the FAFSA and send it to us, including our school code. That way we can go ahead and generate our financial award letter for you. We also did just go test optional recently, which means that you don't have to have an ACT available, but we do require a 2.75 core GPA. Again, if you have any questions about that, let us know. Tuition here at Avila is the $21,750, but please don't let that sticker price scare you away. This is before any kind of financial aid and before any kind of scholarships available to you. So don't let that scare you away. Definitely apply and see what you would be eligible for. Here you can see a lot of our scholarships that we have for you. So they range from $7,000 to $12,000, which is our presidential scholarship. And if you are eligible for a presidential scholarship, that right there already cuts down your tuition by almost half. And that's also before FAFSA. So tuition here at Avila is definitely very affordable for students. Again, just give us that opportunity to show that for you. We have, with the Avila Promise, a lot of people, I love talking about this. A lot of people might be familiar, other people might not be familiar with this Avila Promise, but it's basically a 4-part promise that we make to our students. The first one being tuition protection. So our tuition is guaranteed to not increase by more than 3% per year. So we want to make sure that you and your families are all prepared for what's to come, not only this year, but for your next 4 years. 4-year graduation guarantee for almost all of our programs. We have guaranteed internships and research experience for every student, and we also have travel award guaranteed for students. So again, definitely apply, inquire. I would love to have the opportunity to tell you a little bit more in details about what each of this Avila Promise entails for you. So upcoming this year, it has been crazy. I know. I hope everyone is staying safe. You and your families. I hope everyone is doing well. It has been a very, very crazy year, but right now we are open for visits. So we have virtual visits available. So just like this, we could do it over Zoom. We'll get you in with an academic advisor. Meet with us so we can talk about financial aid and everything. Or we also have on-campus visits. If you feel comfortable coming in on campus and touring campus, we would love to have you. Again, let us know. We would love to, get you through the process of not only applying, but visiting campus, making sure that you like campus. And again, this is our contact information, Avila University. My phone number is on there, my office number for you to reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever. And our other admissions representative, her name is Kara Parman. She is awesome to work with as well. So her number is on there as well if you ever want to reach out to either one of us. If one of us don't answer, reach out to the other one. But we would love to have you on campus and, get to know you a little bit better and get you through the admissions process. Again, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Pittsburgh State University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Get my presentation up and running. All right, so my name is Ashlyn Dow. I'm the admission counselor for Pittsburgh State University, and I graduated from Pitt State in 2017 with my degree in political science. So if you guys have any specific political science questions, you can always ask that to me, as well as any general admission questions as well. So Pitt State is located in Pittsburgh, Kansas. We're about 2 hours south from the Kansas City, Missouri area. I grew up in the Kansas City, Missouri area. So for me, it was kind of the perfect distance from home, where I wasn't too far, but I wasn't too close. And we are located pretty close to the Missouri border. The town of Pittsburgh itself, we have about 20,000 residents in the town of Pittsburgh. So it is smaller, but there's a lot to do in town. We have a mall, a movie theater. We also have an area called Block 22, which is our downtown Pittsburgh area. There's buildings that we've renovated to accommodate student housing. There's brand new restaurants there, and there's also an innovative space for students to work in. So if you can't tell by this page, the gorilla is our mascot, and we actually have the only gorilla mascot in the United States. So a little bit more specifically about our campus itself, we have 6,000 students on our campus, so that makes us medium-sized. Again, I personally really like the size of our campus just because it was never overwhelming. On the first day of school, it's pretty easy to navigate our campus, and if you ever get lost, we do actually have an app, and the app has an interactive map where you can see where you're at and see where you need to go. So definitely utilize that if you get on our campus and you're not able to, find where you need to go. So we do have about a 22-to-1 student to faculty ratio, making our classes, pretty small to medium size, just depending on what class you're taking. I know my senior year, I had classes as small as 4 students. So it really just depends on what major you get involved with. But speaking of majors, we do have over 100 different majors to choose from. So there's kind of a little bit of everything. But some of our more popular programs are nursing, business, education, and then really anything in our technology department is really popular too. We have engineering technology and construction technology. So really those hands-on majors, those are really popular at Pitt State as well. And if you need to see like our comprehensive list of all of our different majors, I linked that at the bottom. But if you have any specific questions about any of those, feel free to ask that in the chat, or you can email me afterwards as well. So as a freshman, you do have to live on campus unless you live within 50 miles of Pittsburgh. And there's two different styles of dorms that you can choose from. We have the dorms that are in the red. Those are our suite style dorms or apartment style dorms. And then we also have traditional style dorms, and those are in the yellow. So the difference between those two is if you've ever been on a college campus, you've probably seen the traditional style dorms, but that's just usually where you live with another student, just one roommate. But now we've transitioned most of our dorms to singles just due to COVID. It's a lot easier to have, one student per room. And then also you have the suite style dorms, which you also would get your own room in that as well. And then for dining hall plans, we have two different options. You can do unlimited Monday through Sunday or unlimited Monday through Friday. So we do have new admission requirements for 2021. It's now a 2.25 GPA or a 21 on the ACT. We are not test optional yet, but you can be admitted just based on your GPA, but we still do ask you to take the ACT if you can, just for scholarship purposes. So again, just a 2.25 GPA or 21 on the ACT. If you have either one of those, you'll be admitted based on that. And it's actually completely free to apply. So all you need to go do is just go to our website, apply, and then you can send me your transcripts and ACT scores, and we'll get that squared away for you. So tuition at Pitt State is unique for a couple reasons. First off, we don't charge per credit hour. So we have flat rate tuition at Pitt State. So you can graduate early with that. You can double major. There's a lot of different things you can do with that when you're not being charged, per class. So it's just going to be that flat rate no matter how many classes you take. And you can take as many classes as your advisor will allow you to take. And then we also do offer in-state tuition to the entire state of Missouri. So even though we are located in Kansas, all of Missouri residents get in-state tuition. And I'll kind of quickly go over the different categories of our tuition and kind of what is included in that. So for full-time tuition and fees, that includes, your classes, your access to the rec center, your access to the health center, and then any game day tickets, your parking pass, that's all included in that price. And then for books and supplies, we do estimate about $500, but honestly, you can price match your books in our bookstore. So say that book is $200 in our bookstore, and then on Amazon, it's like $20. You can actually take that price into the bookstore and they'll give it to you for that price. So for your books, just, do your research for that and kind of see what ends up being the cheapest route for you for that. And then residence hall living. So this price is included with your, your residence hall, and then also your dining pass is included in that as well. So a little bit more exciting than all the financial aspects of college is athletics. And we do have a variety of sports on our campus, as you can see on this page. We have men's sports and women's sports. And then we also have club rugby, club baseball, a dance team, a cheer team, and that is all on our website. If you have any questions about that, or if you're interested in playing sports for Pitt State, you could just go to pittstategorillas.com and we will show you if you want to fill out that form for us. There's a form on there and you can fill that out and the coaches will get into contact with you. And then really quickly, we do have over 150 different clubs and organizations. So definitely get involved on your college campus, wherever you do end up going. It really just, I feel like, makes you have a better college experience than if you weren't to get involved. And then here is my contact information. So again, you can ask us questions in the chat, but afterwards you can always call or email me. Both of those contact information is listed on that slide. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Washburn University. You're still muted.
I always do that. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Savannah and I'm one of the admissions counselors at Washburn University. In the chat, I have one of our other counselors named Allie, and I graduated with my degree from Washburn in communications. She graduated with her degree in business. So if you guys have any specific questions about that, please feel free to drop that in the chat. If my PowerPoint wants to work. Well, my computer seems a little bit frozen right now, but We have a really awesome student to faculty ratio at Washburn, and it's small class sizes, which is really great. We have about an average class size of 30 students or smaller. It's even smaller than that right now due to COVID. So really good one-on-ones with all of your professors, great relationships. 96% of our faculties have their PhD or the highest degree possible in their program, which is really nice. For example, Allie and I are both grad students at Washburn right now, but we don't actually teach classes. So Washburn doesn't believe in GAs or TAs. We only believe in professors who have either a master's degree or a PhD in their field. We have over 200 different educational programs at our school, give over 53 million in scholarships annually, and we are NCAA Division II athletics. If you guys saw, our basketball team actually won the MIAA championship with a half-court shot this last weekend, so we're super proud of that. For student life, we have over 125 different student organizations. We have a very active Greek life on our campus, 6 sororities and 5 fraternities. That also includes multicultural fraternities and sororities as well. For athletics, we have baseball, basketball, football, golf, softball, tennis, volleyball, indoor, outdoor, track and field, and cross country. We actually just finished our brand new indoor track and field and football stadium. And we've actually been able to host a couple of meets on campus, which is super exciting. And our students actually do get to use that facility. So it's not just for our athletes, it's for our regular students as well. On top of that, they also get free admissions into the Student Recreation and Wellness Center, which was actually ranked one of the top 50 in the United States, which is super awesome. We have a rock climbing wall, free personal training, free dietitian courses, anything you need, we have it there. For residential living, we have 4 different styles of residence halls, which is really nice. One of them that freshmen can live in is called Lincoln Hall. It's our newer shiny dorm. It has an all-you-can-eat dining buffet, which is super awesome because food is really important and we want everyone to eat. Washburn has some really good food, and our beds in there are usually lofted. The nice thing about Washburn's residence halls is no matter if you live in Lincoln or our other hall, the Living Learning Center, it is available for everything, which is super nice. And with the Living Learning Center, we have bunked beds, or you can just have them side by side, which is really nice, and private en-suite bathrooms. One of our students who is actually from Missouri, her name is Abby, and she's actually running for student body president right now. She said that she chose Washburn over other Missouri schools because Washburn had many opportunities that I could not find in Missouri. There was a sense of community the minute I stepped foot on campus. Every person I came in contact with was helpful and willing to answer any of my questions. And there was an opportunity to grow my personality that I could not find anywhere else. She has been super involved in our campus, and we love having her there. She's actually our intern in our office as well this year. For the Washburn student academics, we have a College of Arts and Science, School of Applied Studies, School of Business, School of Law, School of Nursing, and Washburn Institute of Technology. As I said earlier, we have over 200 different majors on our campus. So if you would like to look into any more of those, please feel free to visit the website down below, washburn.edu/AOS, otherwise known as Area of Study. To go to school in a capital city, there are so many different advantages, but one of the biggest advantages is job opportunities. So we are a centrally located campus with tons of shopping and restaurants. We have pretty much any chain restaurant you could possibly imagine, but tons of other options as well. For businesses, we have tons of different businesses like Frito-Lay, Hills, which you can actually get a free dog if you work for Hills Pet Food, which is pretty fun. Mars Chocolate Factory, I don't know who wouldn't want to work in a chocolate factory all day long. Goodyear Tire, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas, and we also have a Frito-Lay factory here as well, where I hear they let their employees taste a perfect Cheeto. I would love to taste something like that. For nursing and health-related fields, we have 3 major local hospitals and tons of notable clinics. Nursing is definitely one of our top programs. We accept 75 students in the fall and 75 in the spring. So lots of nursing students at Washburn, with local hospitals less than 5 minutes away from campus. very important to ask about clinical sites when you're looking at different colleges. For political science, we are just minutes from the state capitol building. So law happens here every day, and we also have a law school on our campus. So really great opportunities for jobs there, either in the local level or the state level. And I'm going to skip ahead really fast just so you guys can see a cost breakdown for Washburn. We do tuition per credit hour at Washburn with $309 a credit hour. So with the activity fee, it's looking at about $8,752 if you live off campus with room and meal. It's going to be about $9,134. So an all-inclusive total is about $17,886. And to apply for admissions, just feel free to go to our website. There's a $20 application fee right now, and we just need either an ACT or a GPA. So an ACT of 21 or a GPA of a 2.5 for admittance. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Johnson County Community College.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Carolyn Connor. I am the admissions concierge in the Welcome Center at Johnson County Community College. We are located in Overland Park, Kansas. We are a commuter campus, so we do not have residence halls or dormitories on our campus. But on the next slide, I will be sharing with you a few facts and figures about JCCC and what we have to offer. So this is JCCC by the numbers. We do have just over 16,000 undergraduate students that attend Johnson County Community College, which makes us the largest community college in the state of Kansas and one of the largest institutions of higher learning overall as well. For our degree and certificate programs, we do offer 44 associate degree programs and 55 certificate programs. As far as our cost for tuition and fees for our Johnson County residents, our cost for tuition and fees is just $94 per credit hour. And for other Kansas residents who may live outside of Johnson County, that cost per credit hour is just $112 per credit hour. So not only are you receiving a high quality education at JCCC, but you are receiving that education at a much lower price than you might see at a four-year college or a four-year institution. So it's just an excellent value at JCCC. We do offer just over 300 scholarships for our students, so there's plenty of opportunities to apply for. You do have to complete an application for those scholarships, but it's just one application for all of them, so you're not having to fill out multiple scholarship applications for those opportunities. As far as our classroom sizes at JCCC, we do like to keep those pretty small. On average, it is around 25 students per class. Depending on your program or your major, that class size could be even smaller. For example, our cosmetology program that we have to offer, they keep those classes to a maximum of 16 students per class. So just depends on your major and on your specific program. We do have a 234-acre campus at JCCC. I know that sounds kind of big and overwhelming at first, but once you get on campus and get the lay of the land, it's very easy to navigate your way around to the different facilities and different resources on campus. As far as the actual buildings on campus, we have 24 state-of-the-art facilities. We actually completed 2 brand new facilities in 2019. I'll be talking about those more here in just a moment, but continuing to add new spaces and make renovations to existing spaces on campus. One of those new additions to our campus is our 5-in-1 Academic Resource Center that is home to all of our various tutoring services on campus. So if you need to meet with a language tutor, a math tutor, a science tutor, all of those services are now convenient located on the first floor of our library. Those tutoring services, they are completely free of charge, so you don't pay anything for tutoring on campus, and it's completely unlimited. So you can go and meet with a tutor as many times as you'd like. As far as ways to get involved at JCCC, we do encourage our students to get involved as much as possible. We have over 50 student-run clubs and organizations. I've included a few examples here on this slide, but you don't just have to go to class and then go straight home. You can stick around and go to a club meeting or an event and really feel connected to campus. We also offer 7 different athletic teams at JCCC: men's and women's basketball, men's and women's soccer, baseball, softball, and women's volleyball. We also have a dance team. They're called the Golden Girls and Company. So that's just an additional way to get involved with athletics. We also have numerous student jobs on campus. So if you are looking for a part-time job while you're in college, we have jobs in the food court, the coffee shops, bookstore. We have lots of jobs in our academic offices and departments. And the starting rate per hour for those jobs is $11.46. So super convenient to go to class and then go straight to work all in one convenient location. And then last but not least, we do have 3 coffee shops on campus. So if you need a quick caffeine boost before class, want to grab a smoothie or a snack, there's plenty of places to do that on campus. I do want to briefly mention our Career and Technical Education Center. This is one of the facilities that we completed in 2019. And obviously it's home to our career and technical programs that I've listed here on this slide. So those students get to take advantage of this wonderful state-of-the-art facility to learn the tools of the trade of these various programs. So we're very lucky to have that space on our campus. We also completed the Fine Arts and Design Studio building in 2019, so home to all of our fine arts programs. This is one of my personal favorite spots on campus. There's student-made artwork on display in this building, in the hallways, in the gallery spaces, and a lot of the classrooms and studios actually have big glass windows that you can look in and see what students are making in real time. So just a wonderful facility. And this is a look at some of our other available programs. There is a full list of every single one of our degree and certificate programs available at jccc.edu. I will briefly mention a few of these offerings. We do have our Railroad Industrial Technology program and Railroad Operations program. We actually have a Sustainable Agriculture program as well. We have a 3-acre farm on our campus where those students grow and cultivate lots of different produce at the farm. We have our chef apprenticeship program and a baking and pastry arts certificate program. And we also have a nursing program, which is one of our selective admissions programs. So no matter what your interests might be, there's more than likely a degree or certificate in line with those interests. Our application for admission is also available on our website at jccc.edu. We do not have a required ACT score or GPA to be admitted to the college. And our application, we do not have an application fee. So it's completely free to submit that application online. But if you ever have any questions about the admissions process or about your next steps to becoming a Cavalier at JCCC, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or any one of our admissions representatives. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from the University of St. Mary.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Randolph Castor, and I am the Senior Admissions Counselor at the University of St. Mary, located in bright and sunshiny Leavenworth, Kansas. If I cut out tonight, I apologize. Usually we're bright and sunshiny, but today we are very stormy. So we'll see how that goes. I just put in the chat a link to our website, which is what I'm going to be sharing on my screen right now. So after we're done today, if you want to view our website, check out some of the things we talked about, feel free. But like I said, we are located in Leavenworth, Kansas, which is about 30 minutes to the northeast of Kansas City, right on the Missouri River, Kansas side, okay? We were founded in the 1850s by a group known as the Sisters of Charity of Leavenworth, okay? We are a small private Catholic institution. When I say we're small, we're about 650 to 750 students on the undergraduate side. But if you count all of our graduate and doctoral students, we're going to be closer to 1,200 or 1,300. Average class size with us is going to be about 20, maybe 25 or so. So you always have that one-on-one experience with your professors. They always know you on a first name basis, okay, if you need any extra help. It's easy to get. Also, we have tutoring available on campus as well that is built right into tuition, so you don't have to pay anything extra for that. It's easy to get involved at the University of St. Mary, whether that's through athletics, which I'm going to show you a little bit here in a bit, or through our various clubs and organizations, okay? Let's see here. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Student organizations at USM. We have lots to pick from. Here's just a little bit of them. We have things like Student Government Association, Campus Activity Board, Black Student Union, Spanish Club, STEM Club, Phi Beta Lambda, Campus Ministry, a bunch of other ones besides that. Or if you would like, you can form your own club on campus. You just need 6 or 7 other students to be interested in whatever you're interested in. So if you love ping pong, we can start up a ping pong club on campus. Or, you know, if you absolutely love Oreo cookies and you want to sit around once a week and talk about how double stuff is better than the normal ones, because we all know that they are, that's fine. You can do that. You just need to get a sponsor from staff or faculty. I'll be your sponsor for the Oreo Cookie Club, and we can start up that club. Okay, super simple. We are private, but don't worry about that. We also have a lot of leeway when it comes to how we scholarship students. For the fall of 2021, we are able to do anywhere between $13,000 to $17,000 based solely on your GPA, okay, as your merit scholarship. We also, sadly, the deadline is passed for fall 2021, but for students in the future looking, we also have a full tuition room and board scholarship for the Jubilee, okay? 2 students can receive this each year. You have to have a 2 out of 3, either a 26 ACT, a 3.7 GPA, or be in the top 10% of your graduating class, okay? But on top of these scholarships, we can stack things like athletic scholarships, fine arts scholarships with band, choir, theater, art, or possibly pet band, which we just started up this year. We can also do community service scholarships. We have a nice list of external scholarships that we know will work at the University of St. Mary. And then also we will accept FAFSA and financial aid, okay? After everything's all said and done with, on average, we're about $1,000 to $2,000 less than the national average after financial aid and scholarships, and about on par with the 2 biggest state schools in Kansas. So even though we're private, we can be very affordable once we go through the whole process, okay? On the academic side, we do have lots to offer here. We are known for our nursing program, and being so close to Kansas City, we do have a lot of different hospitals we partner with and can get you clinicals with. But we are also known with other various healthcare majors, as well as pre-professional degrees, things like pre-med, pre-dentistry, pre-pharm, all that good stuff. But we also, since we are a liberal arts school, we do have a lot else to offer as well. I did mention we are Catholic. Like I said, founded back in the 1850s by the Sisters of Charity. That Catholic backbone is still here. Do we require our students to be Catholic? No, we do not, okay? We also don't have a mandatory chapel attendance in order to graduate or anything like that. You can be from whatever faith or religion you like. You can attend the church as much or as little as you would like. That is completely fine at the University of St. Mary. We do have Mass available on Sundays if you'd like to join us, as well as services on Wednesdays. And the Sisters of Charity are still here on campus. They do have Mass every single day. That's completely up to you whether or not you'd like to attend, okay? On to athletics. For sports, we have over 20 different athletic programs on campus. Some of our, we have your typical ones like basketball, baseball, softball, football, all that. Some of our newer programs, our men and women's swim team. We have brand new esports on campus, so you can play video games and get scholarship money. Who wouldn't want to do that? I would love that. We have a brand new women's flag football team on campus that we're very excited about. We also have a brand new, we recently announced bowling teams on campus. So we're very excited about that as well, okay? So if you want to check us out some things I would recommend doing is coming on a campus visit. You can go to stmary.edu/visit. A couple of different options available. We can do a virtual visit where we just talk with you through Zoom. We can get you a one-on-one with a professor as well and a coach if you'd like to do athletics. Of course, that'll work. Or you could come on campus. We do have on-campus visits available where you could come on campus. We get you in touch with a professor, with a coach, but also we can physically get you on a tour of campus as well, where you can check out all the cool buildings on campus. You can check out our infamous tunnels on campus that link some of the older buildings together and kind of see what it's really going to be like. We'll also show you the dorms available on campus as well. Maybe you're not ready for something like that. That's completely fine. We do have self-guided tours as well. So maybe, you just kind of want to check it out, test the waters a little bit. That is okay. Okay. I'm almost out of time here. There we go. Then last but not least, if you do want to get a hold of us, feel free to apply now. It is free. Okay. And coming down here, I do have sad news. I'm not your actual admissions counselor if you are from Missouri. So you don't have to worry about my terrible haircut. You would be with Drew Parks, but you can contact either one of us if you have any questions. Thank you for listening to me tonight, and I hope you have a good one.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from the University of Missouri, Kansas City.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Give me just a moment to get this up. And all right. So my name is Adam Gonzalez. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at the University of Missouri in Kansas City. We are a part of the greater system. So if you're familiar with our other campuses, then you're probably pretty familiar with them. So to get us started, this isn't. Okay, like I said, my name is Adam. Originally from Texas, got to Kansas City as soon as I could. I do speak Spanish, si hablo español. So if you or one of your family members needs any assistance in Spanish, I am happy to help in that way. I have posted the link to our admissions website in the chat. So you can definitely find me there, find my recruiter page, and I also will include my email in one of the slides going forward. Like I said, we are the University of Missouri, Kansas City, also known as UMKC. We were chartered in 1929 as the University of Kansas City and became a part of the UM system in 1963. 1934, we adopted Old Gold and Royal Blue as our colors. You'll see those a lot. In 1937, Casey the Kangaroo became our mascot. And in 1963, we became UMKC as we are today. So just a few quotes from some of our current students. These are actually some of our student ambassadors who work in our office. Just a few things to highlight from their experience as students. We have Grace, who likes the combination of everything she was looking for here, the opportunities to make connections. There's Marcus, who enjoys the overwhelming feeling of inclusivity. And then we have Grace, who really likes the faculty and staff here. Speaking of opportunities to make connections, we are a mid-sized campus. We have 14 academic units, 125 major programs, and with a total student population of around 16,000, we have a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and then your average class size is about 26. So you're really getting a lot of that one-on-one attention. You're able to make connections and collaborate with classmates, and we do also have over 300 student organizations. Now, right now, those student organizations aren't necessarily meeting in groups in person because of current COVID restrictions, but they are still very active. And it's kind of a misconception for UMKC. Very often people will visit and say, you know, I hear there's not much campus life here, and that's quite the opposite, actually. With over 300 student organizations, we have a very active student population, and we have lots of organizations that do a lot of good in helping bring students together and get them connected to not only organizations on campus and resources, but also organizations within the community. As far as cost and tuition goes, for Missouri and Kansas residents, we're looking at about $10,146 per year. Our in-state credit cost per credit hour is about $300. For Heartland rate, that's going to be the states that are listed, that are colored in blue on the screen. Those would be for Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and Wisconsin. They do receive a tuition discount, and that rate is around $14,442 per year, and then $25,000, just over $25,000 for our non-residents as far as tuition goes. Now, these rates do change some when you start looking at some of our med school programs and some of our School of Dentistry programs. So if you are interested in those, definitely check out our website or send me an email and I can get you some more information. As far as financial aid goes, we do encourage you to fill out the free application for student aid. That's how you qualify for loans and grants. We do award automatic scholarships that are specific to the university, and we have competitive scholarships like the Trustee Scholars and Block Scholars. As far as the city goes, I like to point out that 51% of our alumni do live and work in the KC area. This offers students a great connection to alums who are working in the fields that the students may be interested in. And very often we will have alumni who contact the university offering job and internship opportunities, and also to just be a part of campus life. Our alums really like to participate in our various mentorship programs that some of our academic units have. And so there's a really great relationship that continues there. I see that I am going to be running out of time here pretty soon, but I do want to go over a few more things. As far as our campus community, we are a very diverse campus with students from all over the country and all over the world. We do offer some resources, especially to some of our students from our underrepresented populations, but we also have offices that really seek to serve all of our students. One that I really like to point out is our counseling services. Each student is offered 8 free visits per year, and we also have our student health services located in the same building. We have our International Student Affairs Office, At Ease Zone for student veterans, LGBTQIA+ programs and services, our Multicultural Student Affairs Office, Student Disability Services. So if you do have an IEP in accommodation in high school, be sure to get with us, and so we can provide that for you as well. We have our Transfer Student Center, First Generation RUSE, Women's Center, and like I said, so much more than we could fit on this slide. As far as living goes, students are not required to live on campus their first year, except with the exception of the first-year med program or the six-year med program. For that first year, students are required to live on campus, and we have a few campus suites that are available. These are 4-person suites at our various campuses. I'm going to skip through a few things. As far as admission criteria goes, we are a test optional admission, except for certain programs. There was a question about the 6-year med program being test optional. That one is not test optional. It does have very specific ACT and SAT score requirements. In order to get in touch with us, definitely check us out on our website. We have a live chat from 9 to 5 p.m. You can email me directly, or you can email admissions@UMKC. Follow us on Instagram, and be sure to check out our virtual tours that are on campus or on our website. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to invite all of the reps to come back on and do a quick round of Q&A, just sharing your favorite event or tradition that takes place on campus. And we can start with Avila University and just go in the same order that you presented in.
I forgot to unmute. All right. So my favorite tradition that we have here at Avila, I have a couple. One of them would be our cultural event. It's where all of our students from different backgrounds and ethnicities come together, and, in the cafeteria, they all bring a dish that is, for them, like from their culture, based on their culture and the traditions. So then everyone, gets on campus. Of course, this was before COVID, right? This was before COVID. Everyone gets to go around, just try different things from different, nationalities, different cultures, and everyone just gets to share everything that they love about their food. Sometimes they have like the little pamphlets and like boards on there to see what you're eating and, where this is coming from. So that's one of my favorite ones that, of course, we're not doing it because of COVID anymore, but hopefully here soon we get back to that. And then our other one is our campus ministry. So I love this organization because it's a lot of students from different backgrounds, ethnicities, cultural beliefs that come together for one purpose, which is doing community service and helping out the dear neighbor. So as you may already be familiar, hopefully, with Avila University, we have a lot of community service involvement. All of our students, do some type of community service, and we base ourselves on that, helping the dear neighbor and helping out in as much as we can. And that, organization definitely speaks high to that. So I always, whenever students come on campus and they're trying to get involved, that's the first thing I let them know. So just a couple of things for me.
I don't know if Pittsburgh is still here. I don't see her anymore. So Washburn will go next. One of my favorite traditions is actually our Traditions Night. I know, how cliche. It's a beautiful night where we get to learn about the school song, and we teach all the freshmen the school song, and our president comes out to speak, and it's a really fun time on our campus, and it's just a great way to kick off the school year. We always have it in the fall. We did it socially distanced, of course, this year, but it was still an amazing time just to see everyone all together in a space to be able to get together behind our love for Washburn.
And my favorite event at JCCC, there's actually two. It's our CAB kickoff and our CAB craze. CAB kickoff happens the first week of classes, and CAB craze happens towards the end of the semester. So there's food, giveaways, games, crafts. You'll see departments out on our quad area interacting with students, and it just kind of acts as bookends to the semester. So those are my two favorite activities on campus.
Probably my favorite things on the USM campus is New Student Orientation Day. We've had live bands on campus. We have a giant slip and slide that comes out every once in a while into a mud pit. Sister Diane, our president, likes to ride down it with all the football players. So that's a lot of fun to see. But other than that, Student Activity Board does a lot of fun things throughout the year, like once a month renting out the local bowling alley for all of our students to eat pizza and bowl. And then we also take students from Missouri to go snow tubing a few times a year as well.
All right, looks like Adam might have gotten disconnected. So I think we'll just wrap up. Thank you everyone for joining us. When you go to close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for more. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Missouri. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night.